This is what I like.
A little freshman.
John Bonetti is picking yet another March Madness pool.
This is not... No, once I actually put the pen to the paper, it becomes a loser. So then when I guess it out verbally.
This man has guessed 3 out of the 5 last NCAA men's basketball championship brackets. And we are going to kick ass when Warren Buffett gives us $1 billion. For the first time in history, a 16 seed has beaten a 1 seed, and John Bonetti is the only man who's picked it in his bracket. All right, so what upsets do you see?
I have an 8 seed beating the number 1 seed, Wichita State.
Do you?
In the second round.
Oh, my God. The second round?
Yeah.
All right, so wait, who is it beating Wichita State? Wichita State.
Kentucky. I have Kentucky beating Wichita State. Wichita State, who is the only undefeated team ever in the history of college basketball.
Are they really?
I have losing in the second round.
Are you serious?
Kentucky.
They're the only team that's ever gone undefeated?
Ever so far.
Really?
Until they lose to Kentucky when I call it.
Oh my God, you heard it here first. The mathematicians don't know shit. John Bonetti does. Seriously, seriously, anybody who's watching this, he has called 3 out of the last 5. And he made me a lot of money back in 2011.
I'm telling you, Wichita State is losing to Kentucky right here.
Okay, I like it. Keep going. Warren Buffett, pay me my $1 billion now.
I'm just saying that.
All right, what do you see? What's going on?
I see the 9 seed beating the 8 in
what
fucking
conference?
South, in the South Conference.
In the South?
In the first round.
Okay, so who's that?
That's Pittsburgh over Colorado.
Okay. I like it.
I don't think it's anything fucking no amazing fucking call.
I like it.
VCU. Actually, I don't know. I kind of like this fucking the 12 seed over the 5.
Yeah?
Yeah.
In what conference?
In the fucking South Conference.
Interesting. All right, what's gonna happen with Gonzaga?
Gonzaga's gonna probably lose to Arizona in the second round.
Really?
Lose to Arizona. Well, Arizona's a 1 seed. It's not like surprising. Gonzaga's an 8.
Really? Oh, I always thought Gonzaga was one of the better teams.
Gonzaga always just have a team, great guards,
Great guards.
great point guards, and great
Yeah.
fucking point guards.
Because they usually seem to go pretty far.
I'm trying to think. I think John Stockton went to Gonzaga.
Did he?
And yeah. Who else went to Gonzaga? Yeah. There's a bunch of guys. A lot of shorter point guards went to Gonzaga that were real good.
Yeah.
Good shooters. Good 3-point shooters.
We're getting there. We're almost there. We're almost at the finish line.
St. Louis. What?
All right, who's your favorite coach?
He's not my favorite, but Rick Pitino is the coach of Louisville. I like Louisville. They're always good because he's like Joe Pesci of college basketball coaches. He is. If you see him, he's the kind of guy you don't want to. He seems like the kind of guy that can get things done.
Has he ever taken that pen and stabbed somebody in the neck?
He seems like the kind of guy that would. If you saw him, you'd be like, yeah, you don't want to. That guy would probably stab you with a pen.
This kind of guy that George Carlin prays to.
Absolutely. He is exactly that kind of guy. George Carlin would approve of him. He'd be like, he looks like the guy that can get things done. You're right. If George Carlin was here right now, he does look like the kind of guy that can get things done. What about Manhattan College?
All right, so who would you pick?
I would like to pick Manhattan College, but they're playing Louisville.
I went to school there. The Jaspers. I was there back in 2001. That was the first of 5 colleges that I went to.
I forgot that you went there. We went over there. That was insane.
And that was a good time.
Oh my God, it was.
I did not get my money's worth educationally.
No, absolutely not.
But you know,
it's American education.
Exactly.
Maybe they make money off you. You don't make money off them.
The Jaspers. That's all I have to say.
That's how it works in America.
All right, so here's the winning Florida, really?
Yep.
Versus Kentucky?
They're the best team in the whole country. I mean, it's pretty,
Are they?
Pretty easy fucking...
That's not what I heard.
No-brainer.
I thought I heard Kansas was the best. I don't know shit about it.
No, Kansas is number 2. They're actually...
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay, so then they're number 2. I was close.
They're number 2 in the fucking South Conference with Florida. So they're number 2 to Florida.
Oh, okay.
At the very least.
So you're picking Florida, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
That's definitely not an upset call.
No.
Because you've called upsets. This is... I don't want to say I'm unimpressed. But, I mean, you have called 3 out of 5. Yeah. Imagine you get all of these and Warren Buffett has to pony up $1 billion.
Well, next year I'm going to get the $1 billion. I'm just, I'm letting him, build his funds a little bit.
You know what the odds are?
Yeah, like whatever they are, I'll get it.
9.2 quintillion to 1.
Yeah.
But he didn't count on John Bonetti.
Yeah, but I mean, if you know who's gonna win, though, it's 1-to-1. That's how I look at it. If you know who's gonna win, how could you lose?
Look at that. Anybody who wants to copy that is more than welcome to.
But I'm gonna be pissed because Warren Buffett.
He's not sharing his
I'm
billion.
not sharing. I will hurt you.
You versus Warren Buffett. Imagine that fight. Imagine you try to take $1 billion out of Warren Buffett's hands.
Well,
if he was guarding $1 billion, what would you do? Would you tackle his 5'4" hobbit-looking ass? Would you bring him back to the Shire?
What about George Soros?
He's not.
Would he be there guarding another billion?
I wonder if those two get along at all. They probably know each other.
I'm sure they do. I'm
sure they run in similar circles, not in Omaha.
They have to know each other.
Yeah,
they definitely know each other. They're both rich motherfuckers. They get rich in America.
Yep. All right, so this is it. This is the Final Four, according to John Bonetti. This is the $1 billion numbers, and anybody who wants it can have it, but they just can't have the billion.
I have Florida versus Villanova, and then I have Arizona versus Kentucky, Kentucky is my big upset here. Kentucky's number 8, but I saw them playing the other day, and they got all freshmen, and they're playing a veteran. They were playing veteran Arizona.
Uh huh.
No. Who they were playing? No, they were playing the 4 seed, Louisville, and they almost beat Louisville outright with their freshmen. So I think if they face Louisville again, I think they'll beat Louisville.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then I really feel like with Kentucky, like, with the freshmen that they have, they could definitely take it pretty far because they got ridiculous amount of talent with the aged guys they have. It's pretty impressive.
All right, assuming you guys have no idea what we're talking about, in the New York Times on Sunday, they are predicting that these mathematicians think that their calculations are going to add up to the perfect bracket for the $1 billion prize, which is coming from... who is this here? For the, what charity is this? Oh, no, Quicken Loans. That's who it is. And it's insured by Berkshire Hathaway from Warren Buffett's company. And these mathematicians think that they have a chance. They don't. The odds are 1 in 9.2 quintillion to 1. And only John Bonetti can crack this. That's official. You heard it here first. Unemployed Geniuses.
This isn't something math can accomplish. This has to do with intuition.
Intuition. And that's all you got.
Use math. That's their problem.
Guaranteed.
They don't watch basketball. How the fuck are they going to get an NCAA bracket? They don't have any basketball intuition.
Or knowledge.
What? No, but I mean, you need knowledge to have intuition. Like,
yeah, I agree.
You can't have intuition on something you know nothing about. Like, it just doesn't work like that. Like, once you have a feel for something, then you can have intuition about it. But before you have a feel for something, you can't have intuition about something you have absolutely no knowledge of.
Mm-hmm.
So these mathematicians are yeah, we can guess this by a number. What are they? How could you guess? There's only a certain amount of combinations. What are you going to guess more times? That's the only way you're going to have any possibility. What's your math gonna go by? Oh, the number 4 seed has a slight possibility more chance of beating a number 1 seed than a number 8. What the fuck what's the math behind that?
I'd love to know.
It's moronic.
I agree. They're not gonna win. We are.
It's retarded. You have to know something about basketball in order to try to at least have a semblance of knowing what you're talking about.
Yes, and you have to get all of them for this. Not just the winner. You have to get every single last one.
That I don't think anybody's going to do. Because it's just impossible.
We've got it.
Because it's reality. Well, I mean...